I didn't notice these guys
Oh,
when I first
who are
watched.
they?
I don't know who they are.
They look like ants? Reindeer?
Hey guys, and welcome to GT Alive, where it's neither live nor T. Actually, it's kind of T today. No G
It's not
either.
G. Well, it involves a G.
Yeah, it involves a G. We're not playing a G.
No.
We might T a bit. There's no live though.
No, it's not live, but it's still fun. And we're still here together
We are.
on the couch.
We are here together on the couch.
Shaking hands.
But for how long is the question, friends? That's right. We've got some important announcements today. It's serious time. Are you ready to get serious time?
It's serious face, and not just because of FNAF.
Yeah.
It's the most serious face of them all.
Most serious faces of them all. The first serious face is that there are some changes happening here on the couch.
There are.
There are some changes happening here on the couch. This guy, gone.
Oh, Peepachu.
Peepachu, I'm sorry.
You served us well.
You served us well over the years.
But we also have a new addition to the family.
A new addition to the family that technically we own the rights to, as opposed to you, who is owned by the Peep Corporation, or whoever makes Peeps. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Peepachu! Whoa!
2.0? Oh my gosh!
If we actually edited these, at this point I would insert the, they recast Pietro moment from WandaVision, where it's like, Evan Peters, what are you doing as Quicksilver? Ladies and gentlemen, meet Peepachu.
Peepachu. We designed him ourselves. We love that he has little glasses. We always thought that Peepachu, wonderful though he is, did not fully represent us because he didn't have eye problems.
Right, and so Peepachu now has eyesight issues.
Glasses. He's got
which keeps him in the family.
He's got his little front hand.
And he has
a tail, you guys. He has a tail.
Yeah, so this is actually something that's been a couple years in the making.
Yeah.
It took us a long time to find a stuffed animal provider that we were happy with.
It's so soft.
He's really great.
It's really wonderful, and we will actually be selling them if you want to brighten up your Easter. Your Easter with a little Peepachu. Yeah,
or just have a friend. Ollie, when we first opened the box, when he arrived, was so excited.
Yeah,
and he started carrying him around and singing Peepachu, Peepachu. So no, it was great.
Are you gonna show the other prototype that was sent to us? I think we should do it. There was one other version of Peepachu that was sent to us. Just not for market. Just so we could see what it would look like. Introducing
Megachu.
It's so big, you guys.
Megachu or Gigachu? Megachu? Gigachu. Gigachu.
He's so cute.
Oh my gosh, he is so cute.
He's a little derpy and also awesome.
It's his ears that make him derpy.
The flopsiness.
The flopsy. It's great.
Like,
yeah.
Hello.
Hey guys. So anyway, big squeeze. Yeah. So he's just gonna hang out with us on the couch every once in a while.
Yeah.
He
might replace me.
He's not available, but
unfortunately,
we can't.
These things would be impossible to ship. It would be very, very difficult. But if we ever have like a great giveaway opportunity, maybe this would be something we could do at a VidCon
or maybe in like
that.
another year or two, we'll figure out how to package this thing appropriately.
Exactly.
Let us know. Do you want a Megachu of your own? Or are we just wasting time figuring out how to package this thing? I think we'd have to like vacuum seal him or something.
It's if you need like a companion to sleep with or just to hang out with in general in life, a fellow gamer on the couch. This literally does fill that space.
It's true. Actually, again, Ollie called this Mamachu and that Peepachu. Baby Chew. Yeah, so there you go. Baby Chew and Mamachu. They were giving each other piggyback rides. It was very cute.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that was announcement one. And along with that, just so you guys know, there is other theory wear available right now. I'm wearing our athletic tech hoodie, which is really cool. It's kind of a version 2.0 of the tech hoodie that we had a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's really light and really smooth. Like, it's really silky to the touch.
It's like a greatest hits collection of all the other hoodies that we've done. It's got the like double lined hood, which I really love, that little detail of green on the inside. It has the dipped drawstrings and stuff. Like, it's just it has the thumb holes. It has like basically everything that we've done all combined into one garment, which we really like.
Yeah,
Little
it's
design on the
really
back.
cool.
And this is also one that you guys helped to create because we showed you version 1.0 of this. Which on the live stream actually, and you're like, oh, I don't like the dark gray color or the gray color that it was, and so that's why we made it black and kind of darker overall. Other things too, like watch and stuff, is available.
Yeah, check it out. And
so that's
are we doing anything on this? Or are we just shilling for merch, man?
Well, there's a lot of announcements. So merch was number one, but two, this is an important week because Peepachu is not the only change that's happening on the couch. My friends.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at the end of this week, it'll actually be Stephanie's last time on the couch.
On a regular basis.
Yeah, on a regular
ever,
basis.
Not ever, but this is actually my last week of filming GT Lives and GT Not Lives.
Yeah,
GT Not Lives. You'll probably
she'll pop up every once in a while
in GT Not Lives for a little while, and I'll also make some just funsy appearances every now and then. But I have other stuff to work on in the background, and it's been like 5 awesome years, and at this point I have to focus on some other stuff for like our business and our life. So I'm gonna be stepping behind the scenes, but it doesn't mean that I love this live stream any less. We'll talk about it more later in the week. Yeah,
anyway, so that's coming up on Friday. Friday is Stephanie's final live stream. Yeah. So if you want to be there to show some love to her and just like celebrate with us one last time all together, that would be great.
Yeah, please come.
Please come.
Be a party.
Also, and last thing is on Wednesday we're also doing a live stream because in honor of Stephanie's like big final week.
Oh man!
Right, we're
live stream week.
A good number of you, not a lot of you, but a good number of you have been following along the saga with me and Steph versus Rubber Ross's Super Mario Maker World.
If you haven't been watching it,
it's great.
It's been such a fun series, and it's this whole big loop where we play some Mario Maker World levels, and they're really hard, and they're really infuriating, but they're still a lot of fun, and then Ross reacts to them, and then the Game Grumps play the same ones, and we all talk about each other in all of the streams, except the Game Grumps, who don't really care about us.
Yeah, they don't care about us. It's fine.
But that's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm not salty about that.
Fine.
It's fine. They mentioned us once.
Yeah.
Once.
So it's actually this really fun,
it's really
whole
cool
fam thing, and if you haven't been checking it out, it actually is. It's been one of my favorite series that we've done in like recent years.
Yeah, so, it's been a lot of fun to watch this kind of back and forth across all the channels. So anyway,
and then we'll have one final TGI SGF on Friday.
Yeah. So
which is exciting.
Yeah, so Wednesday is I'm in the final world. Apparently it's miserable. I'm determined to finish it live.
Famous last words.
Right? I know. That's why I'm like, everyone's like, "Oh, you're going to get it's so hard. It's so hard." Yeah. It might be a long live stream.
Okay. So anyway,
we'll see. So anyway, that's coming up Wednesday. Stephanie's final live stream on Friday. Merch is available. A lot of announcements, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? We're not the only one making announcements, my friends. There is one other franchise that's near and dear to all of our hearts. Hearts? Is that the part of my body that is near and dear to FNAF? Is any part of my body near and dear to FNAF? Five Nights at Freddy's.
Right.
It's a thing.
FNAF.
And there was a new trailer. There was a new trailer that dropped during the PlayStation State of Play, which is Nintendo Direct's version.
So different from all of the other games. Anyway, we have glimpsed at it, but we really haven't sat down and talked about it at all. We wanted to save that to do on a live or a not live. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk all things FNAF.
Also because a lot of you were asking for it.
Exactly. And at this point, Matthew's the resident expert of FNAF, like, in the world, I feel like.
Wow, you're really hyping me. That's gonna bite me.
It's gonna come back and bite you.
That's,
I know.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus like that.
But,
excuse me.
But juxtaposed to me, who
it's gonna be so mad at me now.
I
didn't say it. I
know the original 4 to 6 games, let's say, and then and then after that, it just got. But I haven't read the books.
I was gonna say, if you haven't read the books, do you even know FNAF anymore?
I don't. That's the thing. I actually don't. I only know the games. I don't know the book series, and so I'll be here as the plebeian who's like, "What's that a reference to?" And then you'll be like, "Wow, let me step in, FNAF historian."
In Fazbear Frights number 6, story 2.
Yeah, seriously, I can't even.
It used to be me having to meticulously keep track of toes and buttons on animatronics. Now it's me meticulously keeping track of what happens in the various Fazbear Fright stories. Because at this point,
Yeah, he
there's
was reading one of them last night, and he was like, "Oh, this was real rough."
yeah the first 5 are real solid. No, really, the first 5 books are really, you haven't read them, so you don't know. The first 5 books are really solid.
I also just
But once
know
they
that
started to extend it into 6 and 7.
you have a lot of captor syndrome at this point.
Oh, certainly. There's certainly a lot of Stockholm Syndrome going on right now. I'm like, I am imprisoned in this world of FNAF, and so everything is great. I started the latest book, which just released a couple days ago, and it's weird. Like, it's this is just me talking about the books, but it's one of those things that if you haven't read the books, again, I stand by the fact that Fazbear Frights is one of the strongest things that this franchise has created recently. Granted, there haven't been a lot of like books and things, but like from a lore perspective, from a story perspective, some of the stories are legitimately scary. They go places that like the Goosebumps books back in the day didn't go to, because these aren't afraid to like get gory and kind of creepy at some points, whereas Goosebumps were kind of like silly goofy. But books 6 and 7, I think that if I'm calculating them right in my head, Blackbird and the new one, The Cliffs, which I just started reading, they're weird. You can tell that the first 5 seemed like they had more of a plan. 6 and 7 feel a lot more loosely connected to...
It's almost like there was no completely coherent plan going in.
No!
And things had to be retconned and changed at the last minute in order to fit a semi-coherent storyline. What?
It's just going into places, like more of the stories are feeling less FNAF-y, if that makes sense. Like, there's this fictional world that's created with, certain powers and rules and this and that, and the more recent stories are starting to, like, fudge the edges of those a little bit, and you're like, I don't know if that really...
Wait a minute, is this Harry Potter?
Yeah, there's always been this blending of, like, paranormal and a little bit of sci-fi, but now it's starting to really kind of push more into like, there's this one about this, like, weird magic goo, which I'm assuming is Remnant, but, like, it's cloning bodies from scratch using teeth. There's some weird stuff.
Using tea? Another use for tea?
No, teeth.
Oh,
Teeth.
Let's watch. I think we should watch this trailer.
Yeah, well, let's watch this trailer. But there is last thing I'll say about the books, because I just finished the one last night. But I think that they're leaning in a little bit more to hints about Security Breach. And if it's going in the direction of security, I'm going to do a theory about it, but I think if it's leaning in the direction of Security Breach, there's going to be some weird stuff. William Afton reincarnates as a giant trash monster, Steph. It's just weird. That's not even a joke. He becomes a giant 15-foot trash monster.
I can't imagine why I dropped off of the book.
A giant 15-foot trash monster, Steph.
Please, let's get into this trailer.
Let's watch this trailer. Okay, so let's see. Security Breach.
What is this homepage, by the way? Our homepage is just a disaster.
Well, this homepage is dictated largely by Matt's interests, right? Mirror Matt.
Oh my.
Although now some of the Sarah Z, she does great stuff about like history of Tumblr. Drew Gooden's been crushing it. I love his stuff. We've been really binging on his stuff. The music is definitely Matt.
Our search history.
Rico Nasty. I have no clue who Rico Nasty is.
Right, and our homepage on YouTube is always there's just this this bizarre amalgam. ContraPoints I could see being there for sure.
ContraPoints I could see being there. The thing is, we also
watch a lot of Drag Race.
We are diehard Drag Race fans. However, we don't watch the talkbacks.
Yeah, but Matt does.
But Matt does, so that's why those are up there. Yeah, like I said, this is more of a Matt. Oh, Lindsay Ellis, we watch a lot of Lindsay Ellis, but Matt also watch a lot of Lindsay Ellis.
ContraPoints, yep, we watch her.
Cody Co, that's Optimize Our PC. We should do that. This is just always here.
Never do that. This is COVID-19 is always there.
Yeah, music. See, Matt's music. All the music is coming from Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's much cooler.
No, this is much more skewed towards Matt's interest than ours.
All right.
No, but it's true though. Like each device that you go on shows a different. Oh wait, it's Matt's account.
Oh,
that's why. There it is.
That'll do it.
Okay. No, but our account, because so many people like work on the channel at this point, it's shared across like 5 or 6 different people,
YouTube
so it's
is
this
like,
weird.
What are you doing?
We have a really strange watch history. All right, here we go.
Okay,
here it is. Security Beach. Security Beach. See, that's what I want to see. The Security Beach. Tell me about that one. All right, here we go. So this aired during the PlayStation State of Play, I guess, which is their equivalent of a Nintendo Direct.
Great.
When I first found you, you were nothing.
Pause.
Wait, we're pausing already?
Who's this?
I thought we were gonna like play the whole thing and then go back and like pick it apart.
No.
No,
Who's
this is Vanny, Steph. This is Vanny's mask,
Vanny.
as known from FNAF VR.
God, that was after the games I stopped following.
No, you liked FNAF VR.
I mean,
FNAF VR was
did
great,
like
and the
FNAF
Halloween
VR, but I
update was
didn't
really cool.
yeah. Oh, the Halloween update was awesome. Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, Van, I'm with it. I'm in.
Right? You
Let's
remember
do
we
this.
found the mask at the end
Oh,
in the
yeah.
corn
Oh,
maze.
in the corn maze. I know.
And-
I know.
and then
that was so hard.
and then
so frustrating.
right, and then they talk to each other.
And then we
William
thought
Afton's
that
like,
doing
"Follow me."
We thought that booping the noses in the barn was going to do something, and it never, ever materialized. into
No,
doing
we wanted to
something.
throw the darts into everything, and apparently someone maybe found that if you threw darts on all
We
of
took
them.
that roller coaster ride like 80 times trying to find all the secrets.
Correct, yes.
I don't think we won. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
But anyway, no. So this is Vanny's
Vanny,
mask.
got
You were
it.
small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
Feels good that I'm moving up.
So okay, so this is obviously William Afton talking to Vanny. So this whole Vanny dialogue, right, has been back and forth between Glitch Trap,
Okay.
William Afton living on in the system, in the Matrix.
Got it. Okay.
And the theory, our theory goes, and it seems like this is supporting it, is the idea that Glitch Trap is now in Vanny, in
Yes.
possession of Vanny, mind controlling her in some way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And setting her. So this is all that cult of. We've been talking about the cult of Glitch Trap
Yes.
for like 2 years now.
Finally
it's,
coming to
So it
fruition.
seems like it's finally coming to fruition. This is interesting. So she's crazy. Oh man, she's crazy.
That's a really effective moment. That
is.
the hopping down the hall is great.
Whoops. So I didn't notice these guys
Oh,
when I
who
first
are
watched.
they?
I don't know who they are.
They look like ants, reindeer.
They kind of right. They look like to me. They look like Crash Bandicoot,
Oh.
don't they? Kind of like
yeah.
little with his little pointy nose and ears. Huh. I don't. So I'm assuming there's more animals in this megaplex, the FNAF
Right.
megaplex. Or
It
whatever.
does look really big.
Right.
Okay.
Also, so we have our security guard friend. I'm assuming that this shot is us.
Finally, some gender parity in our security guard in the security guards that are going to be brutally murdered. in this game.
Michelle Afton.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and so I'm assuming that this shot in the game, and this is probably a cutscene, right, near the beginning, I would assume, and it's us. So I think it's fairly, and you'll see, but like we're playing this game as this kid Gregory,
Okay.
who's trying to get out, right? And throughout all the other trailers, there's been mention of like Gregory, they're
Right,
coming after
right,
you,
that's
right?
That's right.
So I think that through this game we're playing as Gregory. I
Yeah.
think that this is him going down like an elevator in this mall, and the security guard sees him like, I want to help you, right? I think that
nice.
this is probably like a setting up the scenario,
Okay,
right?
Got it.
Also, can we just call out the fact that is this officially the first human model that we've had in the games?
That's actually what
that is
what
not in 8-bit.
shocks me the most. This looks and feels so different with 3D models, with still cartoony, but detail in faces and clothing. We've never had textures like this in a FNAF game.
I'm trying to think. When it comes to FNAF games, so we had, first game just had Phone Guy, so
Right.
there was no one on camera. The second one had, like, the 8-bit kids.
8-bits,
Everything was
only
8 bits.
Yeah.
Third game had, like, a shot of William Afton, like, a still shot of him, like, pulling off his face.
Did it?
It was one of the Easter egg shots of him
Oh,
being hidden
yeah,
in the
yeah,
animatronic.
Yeah. Okay.
4 was still more 8-bit
But
kids.
it's a still bit. Yeah, then it's either stills or 8-bit.
5 had a sister location, had just a bunch of animatronics. VR had 3D models of people dancing. We've never actually had a human
No,
visible
I
in the
don't
game.
think so.
That's interesting. So this is, I guess, our first glimpse of a human in FNAF.
Oh man.
There you go. So we have some new animals. So this is the,
Okay.
I'm assuming this is the laser tag maze.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Yes.
So I think that this-
that's so awesome.
Right.
To have a laser tag maze to traverse.
So yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I think
Okay.
what this, so I have a
That's
feeling this
looking
is going to
awesome.
probably function a lot like FNAF VR
Yeah.
with the corn maze, where it's just, you know, here's a confusing maze of where you gotta...
It's such a good excuse to have a maze.
It's such a
and
great...
you don't have to build like a maze out of some like underground sewer system or something. You're just like, nope, it's a maze, and everyone knows going in. It's a maze.
Right, it's actually...
It's like going into the corn maze.
Right, it's
I like
really, really smart.
utilizing things that are already mazes.
What?
That's very smart.
And also utilizing things that are just inherently fun,
Yeah.
too, and kind of making them sinister. I like that idea a lot, where...
Subverting the idea of like, oh, this is a fun, awesome laser tag maze where you're going to run into your friends. No, this is a scary, dark, awful laser tag maze where you're going to run into creepy animatronics.
Are you saying that FNAF is subverting expectations?
No, I expected that.
Okay,
That's cool.
Fair enough.
What is this? What is up with like Space Bear Freddy? Is this?
So I mean, this is
Freddy in space.
well, right, and that's an interesting call out because he's Rockstar or not Rockstar Freddy. He's Glam Rock Freddy. So these are the Glam Rock animatronics, right? So you have Montgomery Gator, I think his name is. He's the new one.
He was kind of after my time in terms of FNAF.
Well, he's not. He's brand new in this game.
Okay.
He has not existed, right? So
Okay.
he's the new animal edition.
Is he in the books though?
No,
Books?
there's
Okay.
no There's a lot of them. No, there is not an alligator yet.
Okay.
At least as far as the beginning of book 7 that I'm on.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is weird that the whole FNAF in space thing. He's Glamrock Freddy, but apparently there is a space theme attached to it in some way, right? Because he's got the bubble head. The thing I'm interested in is this little disco ball room up here, where you're going to be able to see down into the maze. And so, is this a control room? Is this a, you know, just like a lounge area? Can you access this? I don't know. It'll be interesting. There's also this ride, which would be cool to ride.
Totally.
Okay, so it's the Fazbear Pizzaplex.
Danny skips by.
When fear takes hold. So, okay, so this is this game's version of Foxy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Looks like a cat, man.
So it's I think it's Roxy Wolf?
Oh, okay.
Or something, so...
Okay.
Foxy 2.0. Again, gender parody. There you go.
I like it. I like it. Okay.
Subverting expectations, if you will.
I mean, these are very sophisticated animatronics compared to the earlier games. And I mean, they also have hard-bodied exterior shells, so we're not just talking endoskeleton here. We're
No.
talking hard exterior shells. These are potentially much harder to kill, to be honest. Like,
They are,
I'm thinking, in terms of armor, they have leveled up.
They have armor, but I will say the tentacle monsters that were Sister Location, I think were a little bit scarier because they were more versatile, right?
That's true.
Because a living sentient piece of tubing, basically, like a slinky attack, like a sentient aggressive slinky, is very scary, right?
Yeah, that's totally menacing. Also, the fact that these look brand new makes them actually feel less scary, I think.
I think they look
The
really
music
cool.
is like super scary, but actually these things are not menacing.
I actually like
particularly.
these designs a lot. I think the glam rock designs are really, really cool. Oh, look, she has glowy eyes.
Yeah.
Reality fail. So there's Montgomery Gator. The stage is set. Chica looks really cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
And Insanity prevails.
I
Okay.
love how you had to like keep Chica because Chica's like everybody's fan favorite. It's such a fan service move to just have.
So everyone on Twitter was calling out this moment for me, which is, oh, you can see Vanny there.
Oh,
Which,
whoa, no way.
Which, it's a cool Easter egg, but it also just kind of like, not confirms, but it again, forwards this idea of the cult of Glitch Trap, right? Like, I know that I've been preaching this theory for a while, but I feel really good about this idea of Afton just like infecting people.
Yeah, so William Afton exists in the wires. Right
Yeah,
now,
he's a
not
ghost in the
embodied-
machine, as it
yeah,
were.
He's not embodied in Glitch Trap. He's just in the wires, and so anything that comes in contact with him, like Vanny, would potentially be infected, a la a virus. He's basically
He's a virus.
computer virus.
Yeah, which is basically the same arc that Mega Man X series did. You had
makes
this
total sense.
evil Sigma character who eventually gets destroyed and
Yeah.
then assumes the role of virus, and then
Yeah.
he infects everyone around him. And so I think
Everyone's scared of the computer virus. Wait, it's a COVID reference. He's a virus.
oh no!
Oh, no!
Boo!
I know, it's terrible.
Yeah, but no, I think and so that goes to like I think what my latest lore theory on this one is, which is the question is the security guard.
Yep.
Is she also Vanny? You know, is security guard and Vanny one and the same thing? Like,
Yeah.
can you trust them? Who can you trust? Because I think this whole thing is going to be because this idea of insanity, right? It's going to be like A Night to Remember, whatever that horror game is that we're playing, a Spook in the Night, the hotel horror game that we've been playing, by Dead of Night or whatever it is. It has a very generic name, but they do. Yeah, I know it's tough. But the idea is, you know, he's one part killer, but also one part innocent person. So I think again, this idea of you having to save Vanny or Vanessa or whoever, because she inherently is not bad. She is.
Is she bad when she gets into the suit? Do you have to put the suit on and then?
I think it's one of those like you take off the mask and that like wakes her up kind of thing.
Oh,
you know.
Have you finally fixed the incredibly poor suit design that impales you if you sweat into it? Have we moved past?
We're past that
model.
Yeah, we're past that. Now we got like body leotards at this point.
I'm glad.
Yeah, but all of this idea, the stage is set for insanity to prevail, right?
Okay.
So whatever it was when I like this driving beat when fear takes hold and reality fails. See, so this is all this idea of like her reality is shattered, right? So reality has failed her in some way, and so insanity prevails. So that's cool. That's cool. That's a good shot right there. If I can slowly inch my way back to it.
It just looks like they're in like an MTV like old music video or something. They're like, we're rising onto the stage, and you hear like the crowd cheering.
Well, right, and it's interesting, right? Because the whole time when the first images of this game dropped, everyone thought it was 80s because it feels very 80s.
It does.
Right? Like glam rock Chica's outfit of like the hot pink leotard
with the top pony,
like leg warmers.
Everyone's got strong shoulder pads going on.
Right. It's a design that's literally ripped out of the glam rock bands of the 80s.
And the lightning bolt on Freddy's chest is very reminiscent of like a Kiss kind of deal.
Kiss, or I was thinking, what's his face? Your buddy David Bowie.
Oh.
David Bowie, Iggy Stardust, got the like
totally.
lightning bolt over his eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know, very much so. The keytar is an instrument that was only relevant in the 80s.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited to see it represented. But yeah, it also makes me wonder why Bonnie got the boot. Like, I get that, hey, cool, we got Montgomery Gator.
She was dragging down the band, man.
Right, got booted from the band. But it does bring up the question of when is this happening, right? I believe this has got to be at the end, even though the aesthetics feel like 80s.
Yeah.
Right, because
this is retro chic.
Yeah, it's retro chic.
Yeah.
That's the way to put it. Yeah, there you go.
Gregory, we can get you out of here.
This is very reminiscent to me of the one minigame in FNAF VR, where, if you can remember that long ago, you go down and there's like the black glitchy Freddy in the fixing ones and surrounded by the TVs.
Totally.
It's very reminiscent of that. It'd be cool if you could like watch all the security cameras.
Yeah.
Because that's actually something that the games haven't really done. You're always switching between one camera in the games.
If you could actually see more than one screen.
That would actually be really cool, right?
Yeah.
Because it's that same element of multitasking. But instead, you're multitasking across multiple, like you're kind of doing the
screens, and you have to manage something else, and yeah, I mean, there's still ways to make it very hard.
Because it's also true to life of how real life security panels go, right? Where you're not just looking at one screen flipping between cameras, you're trying to get a lay of the land of multiple cameras.
Okay, so you and me together, so that's Gregory, and then we're talking about Vanessa, presumably?
So this is...
Gregory, we can get you out of here. You and me together.
Yeah, so presumably that's the security guard, right? But again, can we trust her?
Right.
Okay, here's Monty's Gator Golf.
Oh,
which is really cool.
That's fun.
So, right? No, glow-in-the-dark golfing is
also just awesome and fun in real life.
Right, even better than glow-in-the-dark bowling, honestly. Like, the only thing missing here is glow-in-the-dark bowling. But again, it's another one of those elements of, here's a fun thing in real life that we can translate into the game. So it makes me wonder, is this a mini game?
Ooh.
Or...
Go achieve birdie or die.
Did you get... Yeah, right, I was going to say, if you get over par, you get jump scared.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, there's a couple ways to play it, though, right? Like, one is, are you just hiding in this environment? Two is it a standalone mini game that you just have to play?
Yeah.
Similar to... Because Sister Location was a bunch of... it was a bunch of standalone mini games that were kind of connected with crawling through pipes and this and that. But really, at its core, it was just a bunch of mini games that were loosely connected in this kind of overall world. This one, the question is this a mini game or is this like Gone Golfing?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that where we played and did horribly at?
Yeah.
Where it's like you're getting jump scared while also trying to play a reasonable game of golf, which sucked. But it's hard.
I think we should keep watching.
So there's us so we're hiding from the security guard, which is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Also interesting is the fact that you have the Foxy pirate ship back here.
Maybe she wants to get us out, but we need to achieve something in the meantime. It's like night at the museum. It's crazy.
It's like night at the museum. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what this character is back here. Can you tell what that is? Here, I'm gonna zoom in. Enhance. It looks like a cat, doesn't it? Is that Chica? Oh, that's Chica, right? With the top pony and maybe the little beak right there.
Yeah. That's Chica.
Right, but this is certainly the Foxy pirate ship.
Yeah, that's Foxy pirate ship
from FNAF VR.
Yes.
So again, this is implying to us that FNAF VR was a real place at one point, which is weird, because that game was all about. What was the premise of it? That game was all about recreating.
What was the premise of that game?
Well, the premise of that game was recreating. It was rehabilitating the Five Nights at Freddy's image because there were rumors going about how the Curse of Dreadbear DLC fits canonically into that. Unclear, but basically the whole idea was to. Oh, did you lose your microphone? Have you been talking without your microphone this whole time?
Yeah, the whole time. Oh, well.
Really, the whole time?
I've been leaning close to you. No, not the whole time.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot, I was gonna be like, no! But yeah, so it's weird to see it in a physical, real-world location.
Yeah.
When it was only existing in a virtual location for a while. Right. So, was that real? Was it not? Was FNAF VR recreating something real, or was this? Yeah, that's a weird. It's a cool reference to something that existed in the past. I just don't know how its appearance in FNAF VR relates to a real world thing, which is now out in the real world.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you.
Okay, so we're down in the bowels of this place. So none of them will stop hunting you.
By the way, these are Ollie's favorite things.
Oh, these are great. Again, it's
I feel
one
like
of those things that
we're
kids
gonna be
love.
people who like hang out in these places now.
Oh, we are.
If this place were real, we'd be there like every weekend.
Oh my gosh, we would get the season membership to
it.
FNAF Pizzaplex.
So we could go anytime.
And our child could be attacked by animatronics.
Yeah.
So this is interesting, right? So
none of them.
So
will
here's
stop
presumably
hunting you.
the security guard saying none of them will stop hunting you. They're after you.
Yes.
Implying the animatronics, right? But in the imagery and in the toys that have released about this game, you see Gregory, the kid, hiding in Glamrock Freddy's chest at a certain point. So one of the toys
weird.
that's been released has shown him like literally hiding inside the animatronic suit.
Has he been eaten or is he hiding?
He doesn't appear to be eaten. And also in earlier trailers, you have the voice of Freddy being Gregory.
He looks minimally gnawed.
Yeah, not a whole lot of bite marks on him overall.
Cool.
So it seems like she's trying to cast doubt on the animatronics, and the animatronic, or at least Freddy, is trying to cast doubt on Vanny.
Oh, okay.
So which of the animatronics can we trust? I don't know. Well, let's find out. Let's keep seeing. So obviously these things are just awesome and fun. This is a big room. Let's see what we got.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. Huh, that's interesting. So
Chica's got her little area.
Chicken.
There's Freddy down there.
We've got, it's kind of like a Hall of Fame. So this is interesting. So it's Freddy Fazbear.
Right.
But I don't know if this is a reference.
That looks like the original.
Yeah, I was going to say, this looks like Golden Freddy, or like Fred Bear.
Yeah.
Because it's yellow with the purple. So that's either them not being able to do like the black hat, black tie of the, like in neon, I guess. But to me,
could have done that.
No, right. To me, this feels like it's actually like a Golden Freddy reference, which is really interesting. What else do we got now that we're in a new angle?
And that one right there, that sliver of the sun that we see is actually a Game Theory logo reference.
What? Get out of here. No way. Get out of here. Yeah, and got a bunch of statues.
Cool.
So what? Okay, so it seems like each animatronic might have their own station, and so in this, I believe this would be like the makeup studio,
Oh,
right? Like to me, this is
yeah.
like get glamorous with Glam Rock Chica.
Yeah,
Similar to like the princess stuff at Disney,
wacky.
where
Yeah, the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
yeah, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique,
This
yeah,
is the cheekity chockety
Cheek Teak,
cheek tea.
yeah, cafe. No,
Yeah,
I will say, definitely doing their part for COVID distancing, because if there's only one station for a person to get ready at a
That's
time at
it.
the beauty station, there it is. They're not expecting a huge clientele for this exhibit.
it's a very niche kind of activity.
Right, but this feels like the makeover section, and if I were to guess, Chica, because she's a robot, right, like, exits and enters through that, like, security door back there, right? Which is, again, if you think to the parallels to Disney, the characters have their secret entrances and exits that they come in and out of.
So there's going to be the main area, and then there's going to be all these back channels, right?
Yeah.
Of all of the areas where the animatronics can actually travel.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, so what else do we have here? Yeah, and then an arcade game there.
Okay.
For reasons.
I have to get you out by morning.
Have to get it out by morning.
Okay, we're going down the slide, into the ball pit.
I'm assuming these textures aren't done. It looks a little bit not rough. Oh, interesting.
Wow, the shade.
No, I mean, it's a huge game, and a lot of the textures look really good. These just don't seem to match. I'm guessing it's a lighting thing.
Yeah.
Because you'll notice everything else is so dark in the game. Yeah, this one. So either this room you can like turn on the lights or something. I don't know. We'll see.
It's yeah.
But I also wanted to call out the fact that there's a Freddy plush there.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is weird in a game where everything is these glam rocks.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
So that feels like we might have some references to the older games or some like sneak appearances of things.
Yep, totally. Kitchen.
Do as I say.
Okay, so we got a new voice here. This is not Glamrock Freddy, and it's also not Glitch Trap. So I don't know who that is.
Sounds like an alligator to me.
Right? I mean, honestly, by process of elimination, it's
Here,
probably
keep
the
going.
alligator,
Keep
right?
going.
Well, here's Chica. We're hiding.
Do as I say.
Hiding in the ball pit. So, okay, if we are in Montgomery Gator's level, right? Maybe we are hiding and playing mini golf with him.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I
there's
mean,
some
that looks like an
achievement.
alligator tail.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some achievement of having to do all the mini games and survive and escape. Like it's the game's 50
going.
mode.
You will bring me what I want.
Bring me what I want. See, so it can go day and night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because this is the same playground.
Yeah, no, I know. It's the same ball pit.
You will bring me
Yep.
Right?
what I want.
And then it just rotates around or whatever.
Yeah, so there's going to be a day and night cycle,
Cool.
which is interesting. And well, maybe it looks like Foxy or Wolfie or whatever her name is has her own like makeup studio.
Okay.
Oh, so these are the you know what this is? These are the meet and greets.
Oh, yeah,
These
yeah,
are the
yeah,
meet
yeah.
and greet stations.
Cool.
So you get to meet and greet your favorite character. And there's a Golden Freddy again with
Right.
his purple hat.
Fail me, and you will.
Okay, so she's chasing us. Ooh,
Gotta
okay.
watch.
We gotta watch. Okay, so this is our menu.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we got here? We've got Wow, so we can remotely see the cameras.
Oh, wacky.
You got a map
You can see
now.
the map.
That's
nice. Inventory. Oh, we have
Oh, we're gonna
items.
collect items.
Oh, jeez.
Logs.
Look, she's collected tickets. She's at 100% power and 8 something. Danger level 8.
So this is like our magic band, right?
Flashlight.
Like this is our magic band.
Logs. Oh, logs. We're also going to be able to keep
Lore
lore bits there.
Oh, collect those lore bits.
Yep.
It looks like so. This is interesting. Are these these blue squares? Do you think these are the animatronics? These are the things that we're walking around.
I don't know. It's unclear. I don't know.
We got a flashlight. We got our. I'm assuming this is a shock ability, similar to FNAF AR.
Oh, I was thinking that was our power level. Like we have 100% power, but maybe not.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. You're right. It could be power level. It could be shock. Because in FNAF AR, you have a meter similar to this, which stuns them.
Yeah.
And gives you a chance to run away, basically.
The night has just begun, also, and we have 2 tickets. Okay.
Yeah. So
Makes sense. Everything's at full power.
Right, and she did say in the VO, the security guard says, like, we have to get you out by morning.
Right, okay.
Which implies that something bad's going to happen in the morning. It locks down something. Which
Something,
is
okay.
counterintuitive.
Both of you burn!
What is that?
Yeah, so this
Both of you burn!
Okay, so...
Is that Puppet? Some weird, like new version of the Puppet?
So you have the night and day animatronics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is nighttime guy.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just plow through the end here and then
Yeah.
we can go back and talk about the there's a lot. Here's day.
Whoa, there's day. Okay, got
There's
it.
night.
I got it. There's night. Oh, jeez.
Cool. It's a good trailer. And they needed a good trailer because the last like trailer that they dropped during like a graphics card thing, everyone was like, what was that?
Yeah.
So they were
okay.
really mad.
Both of you!
So it seems like these characters are going to attack you depending on what time of day it is. Like
Yep, totally.
either you tap into them to change the day and night cycle for different things to happen.
Oh yeah, because you can have a completely different set of problems during like the day versus the night.
Right, like maybe the animatronics become more active
Yep.
during the night, but maybe Vanny's
These nights also have to be a lot. If this is all one night, right? This has to be much longer. I was just thinking about how, what are they? 6 minutes usually
Yeah,
is
like
a night
6,
of Five
7
Nights at
minutes, yeah.
Freddy's. So this has to be the full game. So no longer are we going through like short bursts, or the short bursts have to be broken up in some other way.
Right.
More like FNAF VR or
Yeah.
something like that.
Right, exactly. So it does seem like you're gonna, instead of dealing with a couple of short nights, it seems like it's gonna be one very long,
extended, frustrating pile of.
right, one very long day
Garbage.
and night, which is interesting. Which is also stressful. The most stressful game I've ever played is Pikmin, because Pikmin it gives you 30 days to assemble all the pieces of your ship in order to escape the planet, otherwise you die.
Yeah.
And it's like the biggest stressor of like long-term planning, and so I wonder if this one is this like, you have this full night, but you got to accomplish all these things before the end of the night.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
intense.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems like those guys are active at different times of the day or can change the time of day.
Yeah.
Montgomery is either, so this is interesting. It's either, I'm conflicted about this. He's either chasing us and knocking through barriers that we've set up, or again, if the animatronics are on our side, maybe we're using him as like a hook shot in a Zelda game or something,
Yeah.
where he's able to unlock, like, hey, you got the power of Montgomery Gator. He can now unlock different parts of the game,
Yeah.
so that way you can like find a new section or
Yeah.
something, right? So, because this makes it seem like he's chasing us and and we're hiding from him and this and that. But I think over the course of the night, your job is this is my wild prediction. Your job is going to be correcting or freeing the animatronics, who then will help you
Yeah.
over time against Vanny's security guard.
Yep.
Right? And so Freddy is the good guy who's already helping you, and then one by one you unlock the special abilities of some of these other characters who can then do things for you. That's my guess.
Okay, so we can trap them in places.
We can lock them out, but then they can also break through things.
Yep.
Also, where did she come from?
I don't know.
It looks like a
She was
fairly
just hanging
complete
out
hallway
back there.
She's just hanging out in her like a little locked dead
Having a
end.
snack, it's fine.
I wonder if you can. Maybe you can lure them into places.
lure them into places and lock them in. No, I'm thinking that it actually is
Right.
the case.
There's more space imagery to support your like FNAF in space kind
Yep.
of reference.
There, yeah. Okay. There's the. Oh, he's creepy.
Right, he's creepy. So
She's
so
still
it looks like,
skipping down the hall.
but we can watch her on the security camera, which is
That's
interesting.
cool.
So this is daytime guy, and look, the lights are on.
Weirdo.
This is weird. I don't know what these things are. The fingers.
I like the idea of a new mechanic in these games. Actually, I think that would be really like a time-based mechanic. I think is still really cool and still plays with the idea that everything is time-based in the original games. And having things be like a little bit more cyclical like that, and also being able to turn on and off different mechanics based on whether the lights are on or off in this like day-night cycle is always something that I think is really cool with games.
Yeah.
Like, even the really like complicated open world games that I'm into, more so. Not that I don't love Five Nights at Freddy's with all of my heart and soul. There'll be like there will be events that'll be triggered at certain times
of course,
day.
absolutely.
You have to return to a certain spot at a certain time or at a certain spot in the day-night cycle, and I always think that's really cool.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I don't know if these guys are bad or not. I don't know.
Who knows?
I think the nighttime guy probably is. The daytime guy looks kind of pleasant. They do. They have that creepy old school vibe about them.
They look so polished, though. I just can't get over how polished they all look compared to the original, like compared to the older games.
Yeah, the thing that, and to your point about like, are they the puppet? They look. I mean, the design of I'm looking at the design of the fingers.
Yeah, the fingers look puppety.
Feels very
They're very
puppety, like
skinny and
marionette-y.
puppety. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. With the big round head on both of them.
Right? It is
But
interesting.
who knows?
Right. Okay. So here's another mini game thing.
This
We got
is-
the
this place
racetrack,
is
which is
huge.
it's
This
massive.
looks really big.
Which is why I'm wondering if these sorts of circumstances are mini games. Because again, like if you're talking, this is a fully explorable level where you're running away from Roxanne Fox or whatever, Roxy Wolf or whatever.
Right.
That's huge. But if you're hopping in a car and you're going through a preset path, a la
Yeah.
the Pirates
Pirate
Cove,
Cove, yeah.
shooting thing, that's a different thing. So I have a feeling there's probably going to be some areas like the ball pit that you can explore, climb, and hide.
Exactly.
But this one has probably got to be a mini game.
Okay,
Where
cool.
she's chasing you in a car and you're racing away.
Makes sense.
This
Okay,
is,
more
like I said,
more playgrounds. Cool.
So-
Peeky. Also, yeah, I saw this called out in another video. I haven't watched a bunch of video analysis on this, but I did see this one thing called out. Maybe it was Twitter, but the STAFF is
Right.
not. It's not a word. It's an acronym.
It's an acronym, which I noticed the first time I watched
So
this.
what do you think?
I mean, I think FF is Freddy Fazbear, right? Or
sense.
Fazbear.
Okay,
like,
Fazbear.
What
What is
whatever.
it? What is
Fazbear
it?
Fright.
This one, no,
It's
this
not.
one is something else. It's
Fazbear Pizzaplex.
Pizzaplex.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But
Stop.
staff to I don't know,
All
alter Freddy
Freddy
Fazbear.
Fazbear. I don't know.
But I think FF is Freddy Fazbear. I'm
Okay.
almost 100% positive that FF has got to be Freddy
Okay.
Fazbear. Because where else are you getting FF?
I don't know. Right.
Fun Freddy, fun
Right.
faculty,
Funtime Foxy.
fun time
Not in
faculty.
this one. Yeah.
So, one of the other interesting things that I notice is that of all
There's
the
more going on here than you realize.
So one of the other things that's interesting here that you don't see is actually Freddy. You see him at the beginning in the lineup, but you don't actually see him over the course of the game. Which
and
again,
that's gotta be like a surprise reveal kind of thing, right?
well, I think maybe the reason why is because again he's helping you, right? All these other ones are everyone chasing you, you're hiding from them. But if Freddy's on your side, you're probably either witnessing him in first person or like it might spoil because he's not chasing you like all the other ones.
Yeah.
He's there to support you, and so you're not gonna get a good trailer shot of him like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get you.
Yeah.
You're gonna get him like probably some gameplay of like climb into my stomach,
Right.
Gregory.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that would reveal.
carry you like a baby.
Get into my tummy. Let me eat you like a baby. So yeah, I think that might be the reason why that you don't see him. But it is interesting that
Yeah.
he is not really shown except for that one moment at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then the last thing there. Which look, it's a purple light indicating purple guy. Here's. And I'm going to do a theory about this, so this might blow my theory. Go watch the game theory when I eventually do it. The newest book, right, I alluded to this earlier, has been telling the Stitch Wraith story and how William Afton is reincarnated as a giant trash monster. But,
As you do.
But basically he is now this evil spirit. He's like you said, a virus,
Yeah.
right? And the new book really kind of elaborates that if he touches you or pierces you or something, you are suddenly infected
Okay.
with him. And
Okay.
so there's a
Oh.
detective character in the game who gets pierced, or in the books, who gets pierced,
Oh,
and
geez.
he's suddenly infected. And I think that is what the security guard, Vanny, whatever, has. And so you have to extract this poison, the Afton virus out of him, right?
Her.
Her. Yeah, thank you. But
See, that's
There's
the
more
FNAF I
going
know
on
and love.
here than you realize.
the design of this is very much like the Nightmare animatronics with the
Yes.
pointy. But here's the twist. So one, I think
So cool.
it's saving the security guard. I think there might be multiple endings depending on whether you're able to save her or not.
Totally.
But there might be one final twist here. And so she says, "There's more here than you think.
Than you
There's
know.
more than
Yeah.
you know."
There's more going on here than you know.
And this, I literally just finished reading this last night, and I was, fun. I have to think about it more. The latest book talks about how Trash Afton, the Afton amalgamation.
Trafton?
He's officially called the Afton amalgamation in the book.
No, it's
Trafton.
Trafton.
Trafton. He becomes this giant monster, but then he kind of gives up or is defeated before he's actually finished in the game, like in the book. The puppet fuses onto him, the puppet finishes him off, whatever. But before he's defeated, an animatronic that from other previous books is described as basically baby, the equivalent of baby in the books,
Okay, yeah.
leaves the amalgamation,
Okay.
and that is the thing that really prompts Afton to lose.
She's like, trash it, I'm out of here.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
and so it seems like, even though there's all this setup of Glitch Trap, Afton, this virus being a thing, it seems like maybe a twist here, or maybe this is just a twist for down the line, is that Glitch Trap might be a part of it, but really it's baby.
Huh.
Like, that baby lives on in some capacity.
Weird.
Because she, in this latest book, there's a lot of implication that she's actually being set up as the real big bad of what's moving forward.
What?
Which again,
That's great.
which to me is all weird, because to me they all burned 6 years ago in FNAF 6, right? So the fact that any of them are still alive and kicking.
I thought, but we're still here. We're sitting on the couch talking about this.
We are still talking about this.
You guys, and I know, we've come to the end of this, like, just the trailer in general.
Yeah, so final thoughts.
It's my responsibility to heckle a little bit, but these games are so fun. They're so enjoyable. They're so lovely to play. I can't speak to the books, but I know you've enjoyed a good number of them. This is going to be
Trapped In
so
is an
much,
odd choice.
This is going to be so much fun to play, even if I'm not like technically a part of the live stream anymore, or not like regularly sitting on the couch. I might want to join for this game just because like now
I see how it is.
I like hyped myself up about it. It's gonna be great. I give it a hard time, but just know that I love.
You kid because you love.
I kid because I love.
No, it's true. So final thoughts on this. I'm excited about it. Like, I think Five Nights at Freddy's is just a franchise that's fun. You know, there are a lot of games. I'm just not excited about a lot of games at this point.
They're so serious. They're so intense, and this feels like a fun horror game with some spoopy elements and some some childhood nostalgia elements. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a game series that doesn't take itself too seriously and is still super fun, but also gives a lot of stuff
Except
to
when
think
it takes
about.
itself very seriously, and so does the community. So don't you trash on FNAF.
No, but also, and the last thing to throw out there, right, is that it's 2021, and our previous theory about the state of the games industry, no one's talking about it, because I don't think anyone realizes it or wants to admit it, but there's not going to be a lot of games this year. Like, as evidenced by the Nintendo Direct, they're like, we have no updates on Breath of the Wild 2. You'll get a Splatoon game at some point, and everyone's like, Splatoon. You'll get a new Xenoblades fight. Like, there's just not a lot coming down the pipeline, because we lost a whole year, 6 months of production last year. And sure, we got a lot of good games because they were already done in 2020, but everyone, when you would think that, the pandemic would have prevented that stuff. No, those games are done. Those games were done. They were in their marketing cycle, whatever.
Yeah.
The year that suffers is 2021, because all the games that were being finalized last year are now pushed, and now they're being finalized. So the end of the year is when you're going to see stuff. So if this comes out mid-year, great, fantastic, because there's not a whole lot else that's going to happen this year, I don't think.
Yeah.
What last year was for movies will be this year for games, I think, in a lot of ways.
I'm hoping that we start to just like see things pick up as the year goes on. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think there's going to be a big lull in the beginning and middle of the year, and maybe hopefully stuff comes back a little bit for holidays. But regardless, this is something fun to look forward to. We're not like quite out of the woods with the pandemic stuff. We're still all hunkered down.
Yeah.
And this gives us something to look forward to, along with, someday going to the mall again.
You can't go to the mall in real life, but you can go to a haunted mall to get attacked by giant viral animatronic monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be made of trash. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Stephanie, for joining us.
I'll be here all week.
All right.
I'm here all week.
We'll see you again live on Friday, we'll see you again live on Wednesday for the epic conclusion
again on Friday
of Mario Maker. Hopefully,
Join
might be a
us
long
for
one.
It'll be fun.
And then Friday will be Steph's goodbye stream, which will be bittersweet. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you later this week. And in the meantime, remember, it wasn't a live stream, but it was a video for you. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.